Hello, good morning. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. I'm going to give everybody the opportunity to come on in. Good morning. This is Wisdom and Wealth Wednesday. Wisdom and Wealth Wednesday. Good morning. I'm going to get our group invited, the Debt Free Lounge. So come on in and please say hello as you come in. Hope you guys are having a great week. Let's see, where is it? Lisa Latrice, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. It's great seeing you. I am getting our other group invited and allowing everybody to come on into the room. This is unfiltered. I was going to talk about something else, and of course I got shifted about an hour ago. So we're going to have a nice chat. Oops, bear with me. And as I give everybody the opportunity to come in too, let's see. We're having a rainstorm here, so I had internet connection for a moment, issues for a moment. So, let's see. Okay, all right. Well, let me give everyone just couple more seconds. And while I wait for everyone to come in the room, actually, it just depends. This week is going to depend upon your participation because as I was speaking to a group yesterday, there was a question that just lingered and it caused me, to have to, I pondered over it and I was like, God, what is it that you really need your people to know? And what should we really be talking about at this moment? And that particular question, the question was, how do you motivate someone during this pandemic? And that was a great question. It's a question that, I'm pretty sure that a lot of people, are having trouble with. They're having trouble with staying motivated, staying focused during this time. I need to say this too before, because I'm in the Living My Life Debt Free community, and we do have we have so many new members, and I've said it every single time, but today I will be recognizing every single new member who have joined the community on their own. They have liked Live My Life Debt Free, and I appreciate it. I'm excited, I'm humbled, and I, really feel like it's a privilege, to walk with you on your journey, however and wherever that may be. So, but I'm Chris Roebuck, founder and CEO of Live My Life Debt Free, author, speaker, minister of the gospel, financial strategist. I'm a coach, most of all, child of God. And so I'm just happy to be able to serve you and to walk with you on this journey. I get great pleasure out of just doing that. So good morning, Brother Keith Brown. Thank you so much for being here. And Coach Joyce Gilmer, thank you so much. So the question yesterday, as I was speaking to a group that stayed with me and caused me, to shift, just through prayer this morning off of the title or topic that we were going to discuss, and that we will at another time. But the question was, how do you motivate someone during the pandemic? How do you help motivate, people during the pandemic? And my question is, well, first let's look at what motivates or motivation. Let's look at what that means. And then it's going to really, I believe, help whoever it is that's not motivated or who is not focused to get focused and to get motivated. And my question was, what is to all of to the wealth builders is, What is it that you need motivation to do? Um, you know, what is it, during the pandemic? Is it financial? Is it, your health? Is it your marriage? Is it, your relationships? What is it that you need to be motivated to do? And I know that what she was referring to, and I'm so glad that question was posed, because I really believe that a lot of people, are having issues in this place. And what I actually, as I continue to pray about it and to think about the question, which was a poignant question, what focus and being motivated, those two words kept standing out. So motivate, to motivate someone, it's a general desire or willingness to do something. So what is it that you need to do? And so first of all, I really believe that you need to figure that out first. What is it that you need to do? And if it's relating to your finances, see, because what I have come to know, what I've come to understand over the years is that, my life, the things that happen in my life affects my finances affects my life. My life can affect how I operate in my finances as well. So, so think about that first. What is it that you need the willingness and the desire to do? Do you need the willingness and desire to not become depressed because the unemployment, what does they call it? The unemployment, I would just say stimulus is ending. Is that something that's, on your mind? Or do you need the willingness and the desire to remain focused? Because now, and I believe it was June, when all of the extensions on various, that various lenders allowed, now those payments are due and your money is short. What is it that you need the desire or the willingness to do? So perhaps, and that's why I said this is unfiltered. I was shifted about an hour ago to just pose this question to every generational wealth builder, because I don't know, and you don't have to tell me what it is, but if you'd like to share it this morning, that's great. But I just need you to kind of ask yourself these two questions today, because the one question that the young lady asked yesterday about being motivated during the pandemic, how can I help motivate people, or how can a person be motivated during the pandemic? And then what kept coming to me is that, how do you stay focused? Because that's the main thing. And your mindset, it's going to definitely be being focused and motivated. Is going to depend upon your mindset. So I would encourage you to get your mind, in line with the Word of God, and believe and trust God for what He says, that He is our supplier of all of our needs according to His riches and glory, and that He knows the plans for our lives, and it is of good and not evil. I can't say that enough. That ought to be motivation enough right there. Knowing that God, who knows the plans for our lives, that we can go to Him and we can ask Him how to navigate through whatever the situation is that's causing us not to be focused or motivated. What is your reason for whatever it is that you are trying to do? What's the reason anyway? So our motives, are something that we really need to be mindful of. What is your motive even for becoming debt free? What is your motive for needing to be motivated? But I believe this, that if anyone can motivate you, you should be able to motivate yourself first, because you know what your reason is. You have done, some soul searching, and you know what your reason is. If you don't know what your purpose or reason is for needing to have a desire to do whatever that is, then that's where I would say that you need to spend some time, get in a quiet space and think about it. What do I need to be motivated to do? I'm going to be transparent and share something with you. I needed to be motivated to put the M&Ms down during the pandemic. I'm just saying, I'm free now. And I even think I shared it, some time ago, in one of our discussions at the beginning of the pandemic was that I don't know why. And I'm not even a candy eater, like that, to where I had to just keep eating M&Ms. Oh, well, they're gone from, they're there. I mean, they're not, what I mean is that I don't do that anymore. Do I still like M&Ms? Absolutely. But I needed to be motivated. I need to figure out why. And the reason why was because I couldn't get rid of this midsection here. And I was just like, hey, why is it that I cannot lose, these love handles? I had to leave the M&Ms alone. I had to think about it. What was I doing before I got them? I was exercising, in which I was still doing, walking, I still do. And I even horseback ride once a week, but I had to think about, my point is, so you think about whatever it is that you are, that you need a reason to be motivated to do. Do you need a reason to be motivated, to make sure that through the next 6 months, because we are going to have a bumpy ride, as shared yesterday. Our ride is whatever we do now is going to dictate what that ride feels like. Whatever you did 6 months prior is manifesting right now. And I know a lot of people who are thriving during the pandemic because of what they did 6 months ago prior to the pandemic. The disciplines they developed, the behaviors that they put in place, meaning like they had some out of control behaviors, well, they put them in their place. Individuals who are paying off, cars and, credit cards and, getting promotions on their job, who's still tithing, who's still giving and who's still blessing other people, so whatever you do, and I don't know, this is a subject that not a lot of people like to talk about or like to have, but this is what grown-up wealth builders do. We talk about the tough issues and then we do something about it, because it's not enough just to talk about it and to get the knowledge, but to apply them to your lives. And when we apply it, that's when we can see the manifestation of God's promises come to pass in our lives. Does that make sense to anybody? I'm going to read a couple of the comments. Keith Brown says, it's always keep God first and pray every day, and stop looking at the small picture and look at the big picture. Absolutely, this too shall pass. And he wasn't even talking in the group or in the group that I was speaking to yesterday, and that is an absolute. And I trust that because it's the word of God. This too shall pass. So, let's not continue to panic. And I'm not, I'm just saying to those who might, be thinking, oh my God, now what am I going to do? That extra $600 plus whatever it was that you were getting for the unemployment insurance. That's what I was trying to think of, is gone. Stay focused on God. God can do exceedingly and abundantly above all we could ever ask or think, according to the power that worketh in you, that worketh in me. So let's do that. Never worry about what you never had. Absolutely. I said that at the beginning. That was not something that was coming into the household to begin with. So, but look, but here's the deal. What um what some people at the beginning of the pandemic and the wealth builders, we were having this conversation. Um, the 30 days, whatever it is you do, if I eat M&Ms for 30 days, of course, I'm going to gain weight and I'm going to keep eating M&Ms because it's a habit and then it's going to become my lifestyle, right? So, for some, not all. And, a lot of people still have lost their jobs and they don't have the means to, because they lost their income, they are unable to take care of their families. And I continually, to continue to pray for them. So that's not what I'm talking about. But the unemployment insurance, which, was due to the individuals, was due to us because we do pay our taxes. And, but that, what Brother Keith is saying is that income that was not coming into our home, that was something that we never had before. So, and that's why another reason too, why we really have to learn how to live within our means and not beneath our privileges. I'm going to say that again. Live within our means, but not beneath our privileges. In other words, stop overspending. We should have learned during the pandemic, those things that we can do without. But don't live beneath your privileges. Don't deprive yourself, of everything. And don't live beneath your privileges, meaning that we are children of the Most High God. And, He has everything that we need. So don't live beneath your privileges. So that's basically what I wanted to come on and say this morning. Coach Marquisa, hi, thank you for joining. You said, in need of motivation and exercise. I understand. So you should get a partner who is already doing it so that, you can be motivated with them and be accountable to them. And Tycee Williams, hello. I hope that you're still here. If you are not, welcome. Apostle Latrice Williams, thank you for being here. That's it. That's all I wanted to share this morning. And I just felt like, I feel like this. It's really important to meet everyone where they are. Meet everybody in the community where you are. And this is, something that I know people are struggling with. And, so why talk about anything else? And that's why also, I've been asking in the Debt Free Lounge for topics for our Wisdom and Wealth Wednesdays, because, God hasn't moved me away from this. And I've gotten several topics from some people that, we'll be talking about over the next, few weeks. So, and I'm going to place that question over here in the Live My Life Debt Free Lounge as well. Live My Life Debt Free community as well as the Debt Free Lounge. So if there's nothing else, everybody, you said voice texting, sorry. Oh, no problem. No problem. If there's nothing else, if you don't have anything else that you want to share this morning, we're going to sign off. But I do thank you for taking the time out of your day to be with me. I appreciate those who will replay this, because I really feel like in my heart that, some people are struggling in this area. And if you have questions, please post them beneath this video. And then, because I do read every question and I'll get back to you and I'll answer, but I just appreciate you coming on, having this discussion with me. If you're making comments and I'm not answering or reading, it's because I can't see it, but I will answer your question or respond to your response. Okay, so have a super day. Remember, the wisdom tip is to determine what it is, determine your reason, or to determine what it is you need to be motivated to do. Once you do that, then you can start working on getting motivated and staying focused. But remember though, this pandemic is not the end of anything, not the end of our lives. It's not the end of, the world. God has the world in his hands. Nothing can happen or without God's permission. So let's just pray and know that God is getting the glory out of all of this, and that you too are victorious through and in Christ Jesus. So have a super day, everyone. I love you. Keith Brown says to thanks again. Oh, thank you again for having passion for others. I certainly do. I do. I thrive from being able to serve other people. So God bless you and keep you. Love you guys and have a super day. Remember to figure out your reason for needing to be motivated and focused. Peace.